All right. This is... Sorry. Had to think there for a second. It's still early. Trip number 10 of the year is what we're going out after right now. We are at 96 fish. So, a little bit of luck, we're going to smash over 100 on this video. Going to be a super windy day, so most of this audio is going to be pretty junky. But, once again, it's what it is. I can't control the weather. I can't control when I get time to go fishing. You gotta go when you can go. I'm hoping it should be a really good day. We're going to go to the home pond. I got a lot of lakes right next to my house, but this is the one that's like, I go to a lot. And the one I've had the most luck in this year so far. So, should go smash them, I hope. Yeah, should be a really fun, awesome day. Hopefully we can stay out of the wind quite a bit. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for following along. This is Road to 1000, trip number 10. We're sitting at 96 fish right now. Hopefully we smash and get over that century mark here.
All low profile.
Yeah, like, I'm just, you know the stereotype I'm talking about. Like, that's who it was. Like, oh, there's a fish. Yay! We caught one, Cody. I got one. He's a baby. He's a baby. Oh.
A little bass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at the boat. That's a little bit better one. That's two. Stop it. Stop it. Did you get your one yet? That's where you want to be. You'll be in the rocks and then they'll go couple. Ready to be game on, Cody. Game on. He's just a little too big. Like how I'm reeling right now.
Oh.
And like you're gonna feel it hit the bottom. With this, you don't set the hook. Like you'll just reel, and every time you feel something, I kind of stop for a second. And if it's a fish, it pulls back. If that makes any sense. Like you'll feel a lot of ticks, but a fish is gonna be a talk as it's hitting the bottom.
Tick and talk.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. You can just set that other one down. Just cast a few times. We're gonna go up and down this bank. You're fine. Take your time. If it starts running like crazy sauce left or right, you just let me know.
Okay.
But it's obviously gonna be a crankbait day. Do you want to keep some fish today?
Sure. You let this thing hit the ground too then?
Yeah, you want it to. You want it to bang in and crash into all this stuff. What it is like a fish will be sitting next to a stick or a rock or something, and that thing just smashes into its house. And it like smacks it just like a swatting a fly or something. It's a reaction strike. And I can get you a different crankbait too if you want. I don't.
No, We're gonna get something. I'm feeling good about it.
Oh, that's another one. He hit this thing so hard, dude. I can't even tell you how hard, dude. Like, I thought it was a good one. Like, and instead it's this thing. Or like 100-pound catfish stick. They just slap at it. Well, they might only catch one hook. Like, it's not like a worm or something where they're sucking it in. They're just like running over and running into this thing. So if they would eat the thing, you could get by with just putting a small, like, single hook on it.
Right.
But when they slap at it, they don't.
Good. Got it.
So. It's like a lot of depth changes. Like now I'm in 5 foot. Just a second ago we were in 14 foot. Like, and I like, as I hit stuff, I stop reeling every once in a while too. And a lot of times, like, a fish will follow it, and then when you stop reeling, it stops moving. So then they just kind of like run into it, like that right there. Yeah. I got it on side scan, I think, right now. Oh, that's a better one. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Oh, son of a gun. He wouldn't listen to me. In a storm. Yeah. Yeah, like I just went over it with my trolling motor. And a lot of times fish like to hang out alongside this dam. Well, it's not deep over there. Like, I just hit the bottom right there. And I had a fish on it. $105, Cody. That's where I caught one, that giant flathead.
Over here?
Yeah, yeah. It was right, like, I'll take you to the rock, dude. I'll always remember that fish. It was, so that lay down, it was 2 big rocks to the left of that lay down. That lay down tree. And it was like in 2 foot of water, maybe. and I hooked it and it pulled me out, and I just did circles out in the middle of the water with it for a long time. There's a fish. No, it's a baby. It's another fish though.
Hey,
It's another fish.
Almost.
Oh no, my app is like locked up. Come on, baby, don't do this to me. Okay, 106.
Yeah, that thing over that dam is definitely a boat.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I think I'm definitely a boat. Just tied up enough. Question.
Gotcha. Oh shit! Good fish. Stay down. I need the. You want to net this one for me? Can you net this one for me? Or just hand me the net and I can get it?
Yeah, bear with me. I'll tell you what I got.
Okay, ready? I'm coming back to you. If he stays hooked, don't come up and get off. Okay, get under him. There you go. Way to go, man.
There's a good one.
That's one we could use. You. Dang. 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 Hmm. 107.
That's a good fish. Man.
I'd say it's probably just 2.5, but we're gonna find out. 2-2. You want to take my picture for me, bud?
Heck yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, this was the stretch of bait that I came here for. Yeah. From that little point this way. That was where I thought it was going to be better.
I'll show you how to go.
Good. I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. Oh yeah, baby. Yep. No. He's fighting like a son of a gun though. Because he took 2 hooks to the face, that's why.
Happy fucking too. Kind of pissed.
Okay, thanks to the magic of editing and a few other things, we decided we were getting pretty bored. And I know you can't tell it because of this clip, but it's been like 2 or 3 hours since we've caught a fish after catching quite a few fish most of the day. So we started to play some music, and thanks to copyright and whatnot, none of the audio for the rest of the day is going to be able to be used. Alongside of deciding to play music, we also switched up and I tied on a little bitty finesse jig. So I'm pretty pumped about that. It starts to work. We started getting a few more bites, and we catch this one right here. We haven't moved very far from where I just caught that last fish either. It was a really weird day here today. A lot of different weather changes, a lot of stuff going on. A whole lot of rainy, cloudy, really bright sunny skies, right back to rainy, cloudy again. A couple storms passed over. Real tough day. We had to keep changing with the conditions to keep catching fish, but we kept catching fish all day long. This fish I thought was pretty nice. I wanted to measure him and see if he was a keeper, and he was a short. A couple of these fish really surprised me. They were really seemed like nicer fish than they were. So I mentioned the rain that we had. We finally moved up and found a creek that comes into the lake, and you can see the different color in water. And there's this big laydown with a kind of a stick or a log jam behind it, and there were several fish on top of it, but I kept getting short strikes, and you can see here I just missed one. And I was trying to figure out how to get them. I didn't know really what else to throw. That little finesse jig was pretty awesome. It worked out pretty good. You can see here I threw right back in there, the same spot. And I get tapped a couple times here, and luckily I hook up with him. It's another small little bass. And I've mentioned this in a few other videos, but as you see me, every time I catch a fish, I take a picture of it with my phone. I'm logging all this stuff into an app called Angler, Anglr, I believe. It's really cool. It just helps me keep track of all my catches and logs everything, keeps track of the weather, conditions, temperatures, that kind of stuff. What it's like when I catch them, and it drops also like a little GPS waypoint where I caught it. So this is pretty funny. I wish I could keep some of this audio. Me and Cody were talking about how this is like a really kind of a sketchy spot to throw your lure in. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably never get this back if I catch a fish. And sure enough, I get thumped as soon as I throw it way back into the back. And it's a big fish. And I'm actually throwing this on 12-pound test monofilament. It's actually one of my crankbait rods. And not the best rod to be throwing, but the finesse jig has a really small light wire hook, and I don't want to bend it out with a braid or one of my other flipping rods. And so that's just what I tied on. It worked out good, but that was probably not the smartest thing to do, to throw that up in the middle of everything with just 12-pound test mono. But as you can see, it worked out. It's a nice fish. It's a nice keeper. And like a good friend, Cody takes my picture. I felt kind of bad. I caught quite a few fish this day. I ended up with 120 for the total. I started out with 96, and I caught fish all day long. It was a good day. It was a really fun day. Unfortunately, Cody didn't get quite as many bites as I did. He couldn't get the numbers that I caught that day. Don't know why. We kept trying to get him to throw the same stuff. I kept trying to give him good casts to different spots. It just, luck wasn't on his side this day, I guess. Yep. It's another good one.
Need net. You got it?
No, I got it.
Nice.
But
At morning hours we did.
before the storm, it was real good. Afterwards, not so much. Hey, Cody. Never mind. I got a good one right here. I get the net. We just had to talk about it. Thank you. So don't know how much I'll be able to make this audio back and forth. So hopefully I get to keep this piece in here. But there's like a trail that goes around this lake, and a guy just walked by and just wanted to stop and talk and see how we had done. And we were in another kind of a lull. We hadn't had a few bites for a little while. And he's sitting there talking to us, and there's kind of a little cove cut back into the bank, and he's standing there talking, and sure enough, I catch a pretty good one right there in front of him. It was kind of funny. Always nice and always kind of neat to do that. It's kind of fun and catch stuff in front of him. And he had his kids walking with him on this little hiking trail, and they're pretty interested. So it was just kind of neat. Always fun to catch fish in front of people.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, he's all kinds of jacked up.
Fish feels.
I know, right? I feel like a jerk now, don't I? Oh, yeah. No? You gotta be kidding me. That's not 15. Oh, that's awful. Hopefully I get to keep that piece in there too. Also, I almost got hooked there. That was the closest I've been hooked for a while. Really happy that fish quit flopping right then. That could have been bad. We come up here, and like I said, we fished almost all day. We fished a long day. Trying everything, kind of caught fish a little bit of everywhere. This is one of my better points that I fish in the summer. And stopped there. I only cast a few times there. The wind was picking up. Kind of a pain in the butt to fish that spot. And caught one real quick. I only made 2 or 3 casts here. Probably could have stayed and caught a few more, but like I said, it was just the wind was picking up. We were tired, and there was a few other things I wanted to try and test out. So we didn't waste a lot of time here. Okay, we have switched it up again. As you can tell, I'm still dragging that little jig around, but we were in a lot different area. Kind of moved to a different part of the lake. The water was a little bit dirtier on this side. I really thought there was a bigger creek that ran into this side too, and I thought we would find chocolate milk like we did on the other side, but we didn't. You can see it's still off-colored, but not as bad. And I just missed a fish back down in the brush pile. Was all that happened. So now I've switched up one more time. Water's getting a little bit darker. I thought I could get by with braid, so I tied on a lizard and started flipping that around. I caught this one really quick after I'd had it for just a few minutes, and there's this stretch of laydowns on the lake, and it's always good to have something nice and Texas rig and weedless to fish through there. So that's why I switched around a little bit and changed it up. I'm at 115 for the day right here. So you can see this pitch here, right on that log. As soon as the water gets bent, and it's a giant fish. It's the biggest fish probably of the year for me so far. I wish my GoPro was tilted down just a little bit further. You can see the splash there in the bottom right, but it comes completely airborne. gets off, throws it, just the way it goes. But it was a big fish. I would probably say at least 6-7 pounds. It was a really big fish. And then we kept going down the lake. I mean, after that, what else are you gonna do? Just put your head down, keep fishing. And it wasn't just a couple trees later. I hook into this fish, and it was a nice one. And we get this one in the boat, which is nice. I'm pretty pumped. You can tell I'm jacked about that. You can't win them all. It hurts to lose the big ones, but if you can catch at least the second, third big ones, that's not bad. That's still a good day. My buddy Cody, he's just laughing. He's just kind of like, what's going on here? How does it happen? We're making jokes about how we lost the bigger fish, and he was like, well, this one might be the same fish. And I was like, no, this one is like half the size of the other one. And he agreed. He was like, yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to make you feel better. I'll weigh this one. I don't exactly remember. I'm hoping I get to see it here on the screen with you guys. Yeah, it was like 310, looks like. So, pretty good one. Almost 3 3/4. So, we'll take that. It's a really solid fish for this lake. And of course, you got to get the picture again, too. One thing to note, and I fished this lake a lot. This is kind of my home lake. It's pretty close to my house. Caught a lot of good fish most of the year here, and caught quite a few of them shallow even up to this point. But this was the 1st of May, and the fish are shallow again, but still none of them have bloody tails or anything. So I'm not really sure what that means. To me, they should be staging and being ready to spawn, getting ready, and they're still, I mean, they're up shallow. You see these fish are in inches of water, and I'm just not catching very many of them. None of them have red tails. I mean, it's just weird. For the last month, I've been catching males that I feel like we're making beds and being aggressive, and still none of them have red tails. It's just weird. So here I'm like at 119, I think. Really wanted to get 125, but me and Cody we're pretty tired. We're gassed. We can tell. It's been a grinder, fighting the weather and whatnot. So I'm trying to just end on a good note, but I really wanted at least 120. So we're contemplating back and forth on what we're going to do. That fish before, I think, must have been 118. Here I am watching this semi-live to record my audio over it. Yeah, here we go. This is the last fish. This was it. Number 120. Man, it felt so good to get that fish. Or maybe not. I really can't count, people. Here we go. This has got to be the last one. There's only like less than a minute left. It's crazy to come back and see the real time on this stuff. It's kind of neat to realize how fast sometimes this really does happen. I've caught 2 and 3 fish inside of a minute before. I mean, it's just insane. In the moment, you don't think it can happen that fast, but it really, truly can. So, anyway, hopefully this is all right. I'll try to figure out a different plan for in the future when it comes to the audio and copyright and all that jazz. But thanks for riding along, and we'll try to keep them coming. We're at 120. Keep it going. Until next time, keep your hook sharp.